Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. In this video, we are looking at the NBA slate for Sunday. Just a small 4-game main slate today. So let's go ahead and get right into it. It won't take too much time. Just kind of give you guys a brief rundown of what this slate looks like at 10:30 in the morning. Still waiting on some piece of news, like we could have Giannis sit on a back-to-back, even though he just played 25 minutes last game. We've seen them be very cautious with Giannis. Sabonis is questionable. If he happens to miss again, then we can definitely load up on the Pacers again with Brogdon, LeVert, Brissett, etc. Currently, I'm projecting Sabonis to miss this game, so that's just kind of the way I'm building my lineup. And then Holmes is expected to play. He's missed a couple games, like 5 games in a row. Then the Magic still have Ross and Ennis questionable. We'll see if they give it a go. And then a couple of other guys on the Pacers. Jeremy Lamb is questionable. We'll see if he happens to give it a go. But let's go ahead and get it right into it. As always, appreciate if you guys hit the like button, subscribe if you have not already. Looking at the point guard plays today, I mean, you're going to want to start with Sacramento. They are without De'Aaron Fox for a couple weeks, and we know how much usage and how many minutes Fox plays. So that is just a ton of that is opened up for guys like Delon Wright, the new acquisition. Halliburton will get you probably jump into the starting lineup and get you 30 plus minutes on a regular basis until Fox is back. Buddy Hield, Harrison Barnes become a lot better options. Buddy Hield especially. Barnes is up to $7,800, so I'm not looking to pay that much for him on DraftKings, but Buddy Hield looks like a guy that we can get to. At $7,300, Terrence Davis will see some good minutes off the bench now. But right now, point guard, Westbrook looks like a great spend up if you wanted to go to him against the Cavs. He's been a triple-double machine. Brogdon, currently projecting Sabonis to not play, so I have Brogdon as a really good play again today. He's $8,700. Played 36 minutes last night against the Pistons. They got close at the end. Had a nice fourth quarter to kind of close it out against the Pistons. Price tag is increasing a little bit, but he still gets you a ton of usage. He's going to take about 20 plus shots again if Sabonis misses, which I do expect. Gets you good rebounds, gets you assists, and he's just out there for a lot of minutes. So I have to think he looks like a really strong play again today against the Magic. You could go down to a like Cole Anthony. His price tag is slowly creeping up. He's $6,700 now. Garland is $7,200. He's playing without Colin Sexton today, so he will get you more usage, but we already need like 40 plus out of this price tag. He has the ability to do that, but I don't know if he has the upside to get you 50 plus, which would be kind of the GPP goal at this sort of price tag. Other guys that look appealing are, McConnell is always a good option for tournaments. Even though he comes off the bench, he gives you good upside. If they are limited with missing a couple bodies, he could be in play. But I'd probably go like Delon Wright over McConnell. Nato's price tag is up to $4,800. He looks okay. I probably like Delon Wright more than Nato. And then Goodwin still looks like a good value play, even though he comes off the bench. We'll see like low to mid 20s in minutes. Without Trae Young, he's a good fantasy. He's an okay fantasy producer. Without Young, he'll get you some decent numbers off the bench. And then Mulder will probably start again, but probably play low 20s in minutes. Oubre will see a good chunk. You could go to him if you wanted to, but I think there's some better options at the top. So Brogdon is still my favorite at the position. Shooting guard, LeVert looks really good at $8,400. I don't want to pay $10K for Beal. Bogdanovich is up to $8,100. I probably like LeVert more than Bogdanovich, especially if Clint Capella is back. Buddy Hield looks like a great play. I like him a lot. Probably play him at small forward here. And then Herter's price tag has come up a bit. Halliburton looks like pretty much a tremendous option, almost a lock for me if he starts, which I do expect. We'll go from playing like 26 to 29 minutes to like 33, 34 minutes. It is a great spot against the Warriors. This game should be high scoring, and we've seen Halliburton have some big explosive games when he was given some opportunities when they were missing some guys earlier in the season. I expect him to kind of capitalize on that again without Fox for a couple weeks. And then we have Delon Wright. If you wanted to save money, he's $4,900. You might even start, but even if he comes off the bench, he's probably looking at high 20s, low 30s. A good fantasy player. He looks like a fine value play. Will probably hit you at least 5 to 6x. Sumner with that big game yesterday. He had he had 14 points in the first quarter. Finished with 32 DraftKings points. He looks fine. He's going to play a lot of minutes, but I don't know. People might chase that, and I don't expect him to shoot as well as he did. Okoro will get a lot more shot attempts today. He's not been a good shooter this year in his rookie season. He's mainly a defensive player. You could go to him because the Cavs are missing Sexton, but I don't really have a lot of confidence. And then Chetty is like barely playing now. They are kind of not giving him a lot of run unless they're like really, really limited. Hasn't been in the rotation a bit, so I don't really want to go to him, although he might get some minutes today without Sexton. I just can't trust it right now. Small forward, it is Buddy Hield is my favorite play at the position. Kelly Oubre also looks very appealing at 65. Even if he comes off the bench, he gets a little bit more usage off the bench, not having to play with Steph Curry and Andrew Wiggins for a bit, so he has the ball in his hands more shots for him, more usage. I think it's a good idea to bring him off the bench right now, and he has been looking good off in that role in the last 2 games that he has played off the bench, so he looks very appealing. And then you can go cheap here, potentially, if you wanted to go down to like a Solomon Hill if he starts again. Not a great play to roster, but he could hit value. You have Sumner as an okay value play, and that's kind of it. Bonga started, but he played like 13. He only played 10 minutes. He's not going to be in play for me. So right now I'm going to go with Kelly Oubre. It's only $6,500. Really good spot against the Kings. Like, this game should be an absolute shootout. Power forward, Giannis, if he does suit up, he looks very good at 10-7. Sabonis is questionable. I don't think he'll play. If he happens to play, that would just make Brogdon and LeVert look less appealing for me. I don't know if I would play him after he's missed some time, but price tag is still fair at $9,300. Barnes is not a price tag I'm touching at 78. I'd rather go down to Draymond or go down to John Collins. And then you have good value here with Mo Harkless is $3,800. You'll see a lot of minutes potentially here. More shots for him and the rest of the team. A little bit more usage. 38, you don't need 30 DraftKings points, which he does have the ability to get, but I think he'll get you at least 20, 25 and hit you like 7, 8x value. And then you have O'Shea Brissett. Continues to look like a great option. $4,800. He's been getting you big minutes since Sabonis and Turner have been out. Well, basically, they just signed him a week ago or a couple weeks ago, and he's been doing great ever since Sabonis and Turner have been out. 25, 42, 38 minutes the last 3 games, and he'll probably start at center today again, like he did. Well, he started Samson, but he might start at the 4. But good minutes for him either way. You play backup center. And then at center, you can go up to Giannis if he does play. You can go up to Capella if he does suit up. Capella at 9,000 is a little bit tough to get to on this slate. You could go down for Mo Bamba if there is no Wendell Carter today. And then, or you could even play Brissett at center if you wanted to. But if Capella happens to miss again, we can go to Okongwu at $3,800. And also, Batadze is questionable. If he plays, he could even start at center today. We'll see if he happens to return. At guard, we have LeVert as a really good option again. Like, LeVert had a really bad first half in terms of scoring, but he really picked it up in the second half. Finished with 43, 0 of 5 from distance, only made 7 of 13 free throws. So, definitely left a lot of points on the table. I'll go right back to him at $8,400. Him and Brogdon are just going to get so much usage right now, expecting Sabonis to miss again. And then last guy is going to be Buddy Hield. He will have to be the number 1 option to score the ball on offense for the Kings now. Play big minutes, like 35 to 40 minutes today, 35 to 39 minutes, if I'm being realistic. Gives you assist opportunities more without Fox, get you some more rebounds, and we'll just have a lot more shots for him to shoot, be the primary focal point of the offense, and we've seen him put up big scores. He's a guy that's not afraid to shoot. Just a matter of if they fall, and he's been a good shooter on the season. 39% from distance, 40% from the floor, although most of them are coming from distance. But really like Buddy Hield, even though his price tag has gone up without Fox. There's just so much more offense for the rest of the guys to chip in. So that's it for the DraftKings picks. Looking a lot at the Kings, the Pacers, especially if Sabonis misses again. And those, maybe like the Warriors as well. That last game is going to be the best game to target, followed by the Pacers-Orlando game for me. And that's it for DK. Let's look at FanDuel. Okay, on FanDuel, point guard play, no surprise that Westbrook is your most expensive guy. He's 11-1. You can save a little bit of money, go to Steph Curry in a great spot. But Brogdon right now is looking like a core play at $8,200. I like Cole Anthony a bit at $6,500. DeLon Wright looks better on DraftKings, but he still looks playable on FanDuel. And then Jordan Poole is going to get good minutes off the bench right now, just with them missing a couple of bodies. And Sumner's 39. If you wanted to take a shot on him, he's fine. Shooting guard, I like LeVert is my favorite, followed by Bradley Beal. But definitely can save money and go to Tyrese Halliburton at $5,800, assuming he starts at point guard today. Just looks like an absolute smash value play. Harder looks like a guy that you can plug in as well, or maybe pivot it for tournaments. And then Ross, if he does suit up today, don't know how many minutes he'll play, but 44 is just really, really cheap for a guy with his sort of scoring ability. And I don't think he'll get a lot of ownership if he does play So he would be interesting as well. Small forward, it is Kelly Oubre, looks fine at 7,000. Bogdanovich as well, but Buddy Hield at just 65. FanDuel did not price up these Kings guys like DraftKings did, so I'm gonna be loading up on a lot of the Kings on FanDuel, especially Buddy Hield at just $6,500. Just makes really not that too much sense without Fox. Brissett looks like another guy we can plug in at $5,300. You can go down to maybe Mo Harkless is $4,000 if you wanted to save some more money. Power forward, Giannis looks like a great option if you can get up to him at 10.9. If not, you can spend for like a Barnes, a John Collins, $6,900 and $6,400 respectively. We have other good value here. Scroll down, Doug McDermott returned last night. He was very good off the bench. You score the ball, especially if Sabonis misses again. He looks like a fine option. And then that's mainly it for the value. If you wanted to pay up, it's mainly for, maybe one of these Cavs guys looks better, like Love or Nance without Sexton. But we do have Barnes here, we do have Collins, and we do have Draymond in this great spot. I think Draymond, $7,200 looks very appealing. I want to get a piece of Golden State if I am stacking up Sacramento and Draymond. As he showed last game, he gives you a big-time ceiling because he can rack up 19 assists, double-double, without even getting a double-double in points. Only scored 2 points, also had 6 turnovers, and usually he's getting you a couple of blocks and steals. So really left a lot of points. Last game, could have had like a 50-plus fantasy point outing. He only played 32 minutes as well. We've seen him get up to like 36, 37 as well. So I do like Draymond a little bit on FanDuel. And then at center, we have Capella's 95. That's going to be a tough price tag to get to. Holmes, if he does suit up, he looks fine at $6,700. I like Wendell Carter if he plays. We can go down to a Mo Bamba if Carter is out. And then Jared Allen is also affordable, but he's not been really racking up a lot of fantasy points recently. And then you can go all the way down to like a Brook Lopez maybe, or a Kongu if there is no Capella. So kind of a tough position to fill in right now. Expecting if Carter does play, I think he looks very appealing just because the Pacers don't have a traditional center right now. We saw Plumlee go nuts against them last night, and Carter will probably be able to do some damage, get some offensive rebounds here just because the Pacers are super undersized at the position without Turner and probably without Sabonis again. So Carter, if he suits up, looks great. If he's out, then plug in Mo Bamba. But probably one of the two Orlando centers looks very appealing. So that's it for the video for the NBA today. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Best of luck, and we'll see you all tomorrow.